Howdy, folks. Matthias here, and welcome back to Greedfall. When last we left off, we finally got the arena done, and now we're going to try and continue main quest slash um, justify our existence for being in New Serene, and not talking to this guy before leaving and doing other crap.
Greetings, Katasak.
Bertirtumat, what can I do for you?
You could have told me that freaking the oh, hi, Constantine. Didn't realize you were sitting there because you weren't a second ago. The fact that you could have told us that we would have needed, you know, someone's, authority to let us speak with the council, someone's permission, and you had that authority before we went off in that direction.
I'm looking to meet Enomil Frichterman. I went all the way to the village council.
But they did not let you speak to Glendan the Elder.
Precisely. They said that only the friends of a member of the council might enter.
And my word was not enough. It seems that I must be a Mal to be heard.
Do not be sad, daughter of Bloodnid. One day you will be as great a chief as your mother. And you too will have a seal. This seal will allow you to give voice to the friends of your clan. Those who may speak in your name. Here, friend of Wenxavier. Take my seal.
Thank you.
And go and meet Glendan. But you must convince him and no doubt pass many trials. Many monsters and traps are hidden on the path you seek to follow.
Fun.
Thank you, Katasak. Why are you helping me?
We do not wish to lose the one who placed his life in my hands. And you have already shown me your friendship.
I hope that Glendan will allow you to meet this god, cousin. Leave as soon as you can. Godspeed. Have no fear. I'll do whatever it takes.
Alright, let's ask about
How is
Constantine.
my cousin doing?
He's filled with dread as death approaches.
It's right there.
Forgive him his mood swings. He's such a young boy, and he had so much desire to live. Thanks to my treatment, he suffers less. But his disease is getting worse, and I don't know what to do. It would take a power far superior to mine to break the grasp of this evil.
Alright,
Let's go.
Qua awalam seg.
thank you. Yeah. Alright, so we got that done. And, we're ready to do the next thing. What is the next thing, you might ask? That's a good question. Let's head over to the residence. The fact that we have freaking Don Quixote stuck in our party right now makes me want to complete that thing first. So let's get Vasco out of here. And we're heading to the Bridge Alliance. So, to talk to the captain? We're talking to the captain? Oh, it's a not thing. We have to have Petrus along. Okay, so this is a good thing. Because up to this point, it's been kind of obvious of who should tag along based on faction and their skills. Like, so you have, like, obviously one person that comes along, but in this case, like, the obvious choices to take to Hickman to talk to a captain, you would think would be have a Bridge Alliance person or not, in your party, faction-wise, right? If you're, being, brass tacks about this. So the fact that you can only choose one in this situation is something that I definitely like, because it makes it more it gives you like a more in-depth ability to make more in-depth decision making on, okay, why am I choosing this person over this person, as opposed to just, well, it's a not thing, or it's a Bridge Alliance thing, or it's a native thing, or it's a coin guard thing, or it's a Tleme thing. So I'm liking that about this quest. So as far as that goes, I think we're gonna take Mr. Vasco with us, as opposed to Afra. So let's travel. And so we're going to go to Hickman. Hang on. Back, please. So we can take the road to Hickman. And the road to Hickman kind of takes us to a couple different places, or we can hit it on the way back. I think we'll just hit stuff on the way back and head straight to Hickman. And I guess we'll go residence to residence. Alright, so we're in here. Camp in between hills. And so I figured this would be the best place to try out the relationship dialogue quest, however it is you want to put it, the quest thing. And part of me wants to just like experiment and see what happens with people, because I have no idea how this thing works and how simple or complex it is. If like you tried to attempt it with multiple people, are they going to get upset? Things like that. I have no idea. But after thinking about it, I think we're probably going to go with... I say I thought about it. Rah. Let's talk to Siora.
Karans, do you need something?
Let's not go into that. Let's go with if she really thought that I was a native.
The first time you saw me, did you really think I was a native?
Aside from the way you dress, you resemble a native. I have never seen an Onol Manawi amongst the Renaigse before. Is it so surprising that I made this mistake?
Ask her if the singular appearance makes you more attractive, or tell her that you find this resemblance unsettling. Well, it's definitely not going to be that. He definitely doesn't feel that way, especially not at this point, especially what we've learned. Just like something we should have gotten into a whole lot earlier, but didn't understand the system and how that worked. And so, definitely just going to go into that.
No, I
Out of those two
understand.
options.
And I hope that this singular appearance makes me more attractive to you.
Perhaps if your difference wasn't merely physical, but your heart is evidently the heart of a Renaigse. Anything else?
Is that a shutdown? I think that was shutdown. Was that a shutdown? I think that was a shutdown. That was terrible. The Sardet. What the fuck was that? I guess we can ask her about how she feels after the loss of her mother. It's very inappropriate after the conversation that we've just had. But we're going to do it anyway.
I'm sorry about what happened to your mother. How are you feeling?
Unwell? I am angry, and I feel an immense void within me. I blame myself for not having been on this battlefield with her.
Don't do it to Sardet. Don't you say anything about filling a void. You dirty... So dumb. So dumb. Shouldn't we blame herself? No, that's not going to be very helpful. Tell her you can come with an empathy story that you just understand. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do an empathy play. Not empathy play, but, you know, out of these things, he has his own experience with losing who he thought was his mother before he left. And really kind of hasn't dealt with those feelings, really. So, yeah, we're going to talk about that. And I'm about to sneeze.
I understand. My mother had the Malachor. And yet I had to leave her behind as she was at death's
Caught
door.
it.
I can't help thinking that I should have stayed by her side. Just like you.
And you could not have done anything to save her either. Thank you, Onol Manawi. Your words alleviate my sorrow.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Okay, that's good. Okay. Okay, that's good. So it's not necessarily... Part of that was, like, trying to be flirtatious or whatever, but that was, like, you know, like, just being a good friend moment, you know? That's good.
Do you have anyone, a friend perhaps, whom you can talk to in this trying time?
I usually confide in my sister, but she's suffering too. And I think she resents me for not having been there when our mother needed me.
Do you have anybody else? Yeah, you can say that you're here for her.
I know we've only known each other for a little while, but if you need someone to talk to, I'm here.
Thank you, Anal Manawi. You are a good person.
Uh-oh, friend zone.
And I'm glad that you are my friend. Anything else?
Friend
I
zone.
must leave you. See you later.
Is that? I have no idea what just happened. I don't know how the system works. I don't want to look it up either, because it's something that you should just like be able to figure out in game. Like, I'm sure there's probably something in the guide. Maybe. Campsites. Summon and manage companions. Rest and accelerate passage of time. Accommodation. Reset characters process. Reputation. Zones controlled. Crafting table. Wait, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think we are good for now. So we'll see if anything develops from that. If that was like an initial, like you have to initiate that, and then later on, it'll initiate something else. The next time we come over here, she's like, "Hey, I want to talk." You said, "Whoa!"
The captain who took part in these expeditions is right here on the island.
It is indeed a stroke of luck. I hope he remembers my mother.
Do not worry. If his memory fails him, he may have kept his diary from that time.
Oh boy! All right. It says that, and we need to talk to that guy. Okay. So I was mostly impressed with the like relationship interaction. I just want to call it that right now. I don't want to call it like freaking the love dialogue or whatever. Romantic options is usually how they're referred to. 'Cause that that seems like right off the bat, you know, it's a good starting off point. Evening, Captain. Lissandro.
Hello there. My name is de Sardet. I'm the legate of the merchant
Hello,
congregation.
camera movement.
I am Captain Lissandro. Pleased to meet you. I don't believe I've had the pleasure before. Yet your face seems familiar. How odd. Well, what can I do for you?
Asking about the island before the colonists arrived.
Did you know the island before all the colonists arrived?
Yes. Now that's going back a bit. And it isn't a topic for somebody who isn't one of our own.
So tell me what it was like when the Alliance first began to settle here.
It was still wild, dangerous, and very beautiful. But all that has changed now.
Really? Still seems pretty wild and dangerous and beautiful.
Admiral Cabral advised me to speak to you about a matter of some concern to me.
The Admiral? Coming from a legate, I should have expected that. So?
You are the only one on this island that can help me.
Really? Oh, I think I understand. That's why your face looked familiar. The congregation is good at keeping its secrets, isn't it? This story is not a new one.
25 years. 25 years since the Nauts brought a woman who was captured on this island to Serene.
I remember, and yet it wasn't the first time. But on that occasion, a child was born.
So you can understand why we'd like to learn where this captive came from.
Yes, yes. I have seen more than a few naughts looking for their parents. But what have you got to do with all this?
I met that woman in Serene. I got to know her well.
Listen, it's not that I don't want to help you, but my memory is no longer what it was. I wasn't the captain at the time. I wasn't the one who decided where we moored the ship. So I don't see how I can help you find out where this woman came from.
From one captain to another, if you would allow.
Yeah, that's why Vasco's
Captain
here.
Vasco? I'm listening.
You said it yourself. A child was born at that particular time. A seaborn. And we always help one of our own.
Very well. I need to look in my old logbooks. I'm sure I'll find something. Wait for me here. I'll be an hour at the most. Here it is. I found my old logbook. There's a passage in it that would probably interest you. Your mother came from a village on the plains in the southeast of the island. I'm talking about a place where the bones of the whale are visible from the coast. I believe the natives call it Vignamri.
Thank you for this information, Captain.
It's nothing. I'm getting sentimental in my old age. Good luck to you.
Okay.
So here you are on the verge of discovering your mother's village, of finding your own people. How do you feel?
I don't really know. I'm a little lost, I suppose. All of this is so new to me.
I understand. Mrs. de Sardet was loving. She raised you with tenderness. And today you learn she is not your real mother. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. So, from that, I'm trying to make all the connections that, oh no, another sneeze is coming on. Dagnabbit. Ah. Oh my gosh. Freaking allergies are kicking my ass today. But yes, I was talking about the connections that de Sardet seems to have with every faction in game. So he, he grew up in the merchant congregation, so that's his, his connection there. He is half native, and he was born on a ship. So he's technically a Naut, right? As well. Kind of. And then of course also there's, Petrus, who was around a lot when he was growing up. Like it's to Tleme, and so that really only leaves like the Bridge Alliance, where I'm not seeing an instant big connection. Maybe his mentor, Mr. de Corsillon. Pardon me. Maybe he's from the Bridge Alliance. I'm not sure. Originally, so maybe that's a big connection there. And of course, you have Kurt, who's Coin Guard, but who I don't consider the Coin Guard a faction. I consider them a nuisance. So there's that. All right, are we able to? Is this a good idea? Maybe, possibly. Where is? Our residence. I forget that this is the place I've been to the least. So I forget where a thing is. So I'm just kind of... Here we are. Alright, so let us compose our team. Petra still has to remain on board. We're heading to the village. So let's bring Ciora along. Right? That's what I thought. Yeah. So both of those. So we gotta talk to Ulan about multiple things, which is good. because it gives us more things to talk about. And we need.
Karans,
Do we have anything
do you
else
need something?
to speak to you about? I've
I
already
was
talked to
thinking-
her about her dad. Just kind of checking in with everybody. Let's see if Afra needs to talk about
Sardet,
anything.
I'm happy to see you. Can I do anything for you?
It's about. I guess we can talk about. Let's just get to know her a little bit. I don't think we've actually been through these things, so let's just do this right here.
When did you arrive on the island?
A little more than 2 years ago. My master, Dr. Vasili, suggested that I should
Which seems to
follow
be
him
part of her
to
main
Timbuktu.
quest, is that
He
doctor.
needed help cataloguing all the unknown plants and animals. How could I decline such an offer? There's so much to discover here.
Do you miss the continent, your city, your family, perhaps?
No. When I arrived on this island, I immediately knew that it was where I was supposed to be.
Let's talk about hometown.
Where do you come from, Afra?
From Alima near Al-Sad. It is but a small town, but there is a particularly renowned observatory there. My parents wanted me to become an astronomer, but I chose the Earth over the sky. I was always more intrigued by life rather than distant stars. Plants and animals fascinated me as a child. For this reason, I left Alima quite early to study in the capital, and I seldom returned.
Okay, and then
I'm under the impression that you've not learned as many things as you wanted by observing Dunkas's clan.
That's true. I hope to discover the physical or alchemical mechanism behind their metamorphoses. But instead, I don't know. I think I now understand the bond that unites their people to this land, the links that connects them, and the power of their culture. It's unexpected. I wonder if this couldn't become another subject for study. The study of people, their customs and beliefs.
anthropology.
If I said that in Al-Sad, people would think I've gone mad, but here, everything is possible, right? Learning about the natives would allow us to stop being afraid of them, and to see them like fellow humans at last.
We hope. Doesn't always turn out that way. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I know about the first one, but we're not
I must
gonna
leave you.
try to progress anything like that with her. We've made our decision, maybe? I don't know. We'll see what happens. Okay, so this is a place that we have not discovered yet. Alright, this is where like the mining town was. Alright, so we gotta head down that way. So I'm sure there's gonna be fights ahead. I remember this place. This place was cool. Cool beans. Son of a bitch. Where they at? Sneak, sneak, sneak. It's freaking wolf bears. I don't want to fight wolf bears. We fought wolf bears. Like, wolf bears should be extinct on this island because we fought them so much. I have not given them time to renew. I guess we're technically heading straight down. On the right path. Alright. So if we can avoid a fight, I would like to do so. I wonder what's up here. Well, I guess that'll definitely be something, I'm sure. But there's no like skill altar or something over there, so we'll ignore it for now. Alright, drums are done. Drumming. Yeah, there's a skill altar there. Let's head towards it. I think it's like a straight across. Down this way. Sure, there's gonna be a fight here. Yep.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
Ah! Did that do anything? It didn't look like it did. But they took care of it. So that's fine. Okay, what do we got here? Anything good? Great Dragon Double Axe, Strength 5. Hell yeah. This would be worth something. Hello. Booyah. Look at that. Activate. Skill point. Alright, definitely with those, getting those, if we have any more of those, then we'll definitely have something more to go into. And the fact that it's going to be weapons or firearms is what's going to be next. Alright, so less magic energy for Shadow Impact. Shadow Burst, Stasis, Storm. Shadow Impact. What is Shadow Impact? I'm assuming it has to do with this. Shadow Missile. Left control. Have we been even doing that? Destabilizing attack. We have not been using that at all. At all. So that's a problem. Alright, nothing there. Alright, let's move on to the next thing. See what's up. Bindry. Old mines, Bindry. I don't know if we haven't been in this area at all. Don't know if we've been in Bindry or not. It's been too long since I've been in this area. I don't remember if we've been in that area exactly. Alright, straight ahead. There should be something. Is it a camp? Is that? I think yeah, it's like another turkey. Here we go. Hello. There's the village. Camp right outside village. And then we got Dunigod's Abode and King Ulnan. King Ulnan. This is the first time we've seen King as opposed to like Chief or like Mystic Healer. It's like the words that have been used to get out of the way, Don Quixote. Words that have been used to describe the leaders of villages. This is the first time we've seen King. This would be very important. Same villager from New Serene? I don't think so. This is very similar looking makeup. I say makeup. Face paint. Alright, well, let's talk to Ulan. Alright, King Ulan.
Bertitumad. I am Ulan, chief of the village of Vignamri.
Big
You
Nog-
have a peculiar
Vignamri.
face, and it looks familiar. I didn't know that people from the continent could bear the mark of the Onol Manawi. To what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
Well, let's talk about the Merchant of New Serene.
I met a member of your clan in New Serene, a merchant.
Oh, so you are the strange Onol Manawi who helped and saved our hunter.
One and the
I
same.
am very grateful to you. May the trees along your path always bear fruit. I knew the Renaigse could be good. And you proved to everyone that I was right. You are someone that the kings of the Renaigse respect and listen to. Are you not?
As the legate of the congregation, it is true that I can talk to all the governors of this island.
That is what I thought. I need your help to talk to the leader of the great city of Hickmet.
Yeah.
About what?
I want to meet him to offer a peace treaty between his clan and mine. The Sisagnameis. Many kings want to chase the Renaigse away from the island, especially the kings of Hickmet. But I know we could learn many things from them, and we could arrange a great deal.
I see. I can indeed talk to the governor about your desire to make peace.
If you do talk to him,
Can you also tell him that one of my clansmen has come to trade with his town? I sent him some time ago, but I was told that the soldiers did not let him in. He fears for his life, because some other clans do not look favorably on exchanges with the Renaigse. He could be attacked at any moment, alone on the road.
Very well. I will make sure that he obtains permission to enter.
Oh, dang it. Don't make me go through bureaucracy again. Right, I need to talk about my mom
To what do I owe the pleasure of your
before we wrap up today. Is our mother's name Martha?
I recently found out that my mother came from your village.
Actually, we know our mother's
Your
name.
mother was from Vignamri. Now I understand why your face seems so familiar to me.
Indeed. She was captured before my birth and sent to the continent.
She was called Arelwyn. Did you know her?
Of course. Everyone here remembers her kidnapping.
Could you tell me more about that?
I was not the head of the clan back then. It was a very long time ago, but I remember the village Denegad, kidnapped by the people of the sea. All our warriors set off to her rescue, but it was all in vain. Most of them died, including the one she loved. It was a dark day, in which our village lost its knowledge and strength in one blow.
So my father died too. Do you know if any members of my family are still alive?
Yes.
Okay, so
Slan, your mother's sister.
he's
She then became our Donegad. She was never able to match her sister's talent. Too much knowledge had been lost. Relwyn was a renowned healer across all of Tiafradi. Taking her place was not an easy task.
It's not surprising that she was of interest to the congregation. They probably hoped she could help them find a cure for the Malachor. But all alone, far from the island. She was just a young, frightened woman who had lost all her powers.
Do you know where I can find my aunt?
You could try her house, but she's rarely there. She is an elderly woman now, and very much enjoys her own company. She doesn't speak much to me, but others here can probably tell you where to find her.
Thank you, Ulan.
Anything else?
So he's full native. I
Nothing.
don't have a
I must
better
go.
way to put it than that. Both his parents are from Tier We're assuming. It talks about how she had a lover.
What do you think of the chief of your village?
He seems quite friendly compared to the others we've run into.
A bit too friendly, if you ask me. A little too concerned with pleasing the settlers.
And you think that's a bad thing?
He reminds me of myself when I was younger. And that's not a compliment. My fear is that he serves his own ambition. And this is often done at the expense of others.
Right. Okay, so we are going to talk to find our aunt. However it is that you pronounce that. And we will figure that out next time. So till next time, this has been Zatios signing out for now. Bye, folks.